It's three typical reasons why this is happening. I'm going to tell you exactly how we could fix this problem for good. A beautiful squash ready to harvest, but then we're running into this problem right here. Look, we got an early stage one turning brown, and we got a bigger one that the flower already fell off. It didn't even get to open, and the whole thing is rotting off right here. See that? It comes right off. So for beginners, this is a nightmare. This is very stressful situation, but I'm going to explain right now. It's only three reasons why this is happening, and this is blossom and rot. Number one reason is lack of calcium. Number two, it did not pollinate, meaning the bees didn't pollinate it or you didn't hand pollinate it. And number three is unbalanced water. If your water is not balanced properly and it stresses the plant, I'm going to explain to that. If it's hot and you did not water in the morning time and your plant has to go through the whole day and the soil is completely dry, it stresses the plant out, and the plant is talking to you and telling you, we got a problem. Or if you overwater, this could lead to the problem too. Everything's turning yellow. Even sometimes the leaves will turn yellow. So the only way to figure out the water problem. So we're gonna come right here. This I had fertilized and calcium still breaking down, but I'm gonna show you something. We're gonna put our finger inside and we're gonna dig it up to show you. So you see this right here? It tells me my soil, you see how it's dark right there? It's moist. My soil at the bottom, it's moist. But if you look at the top here, it might look a little dry at the top, but that's why it's always good to put your finger down to see. It's moist, so we don't need to water today. We could come back in the morning and water so that our plant will survive through the hot weather coming up. If it's in the high 80s and going, you want to water every single day to avoid this problem, to avoid your plant to be stressed out. If it's in the 70s, you could water every 1 to 2 days. Always check the soil. That's number one problem. So number two could be pollination problem. If you don't have bees in your garden and you don't have like a male and a female to pollinate, that's going to be a problem. So you got to make sure, come in the morning time and hand pollinate. I'm going to leave the video to end how to do that. You have to hand pollinate from taking male pollen and gently apply it to the female if you don't have bees. If it doesn't pollinate properly or pollinate at all, then it will rotten and fall off and has this problem. When the flower does not open and have a chance of pollination, it means the plant is stressed out. That comes down to our number three. Our number three is lack of calcium. Increase your calcium right away. You could add calcium nitrates, you could add garden lime, you could add bone meal. I love bone meal, by the way. Or you could add, some people add powder milk. I really don't add powder milk, but I recommend all these things because that's what's gonna help you increase the calcium. When you increase the calcium now to the plant, it strengthens up the plant root, it strengthens up the fruit, and it strengthens up the cell wall of the fruit, the outer layer of the fruit, avoiding blossom and rot. Your stuff is not gonna rotten. So that right there, the three things. Water, fix your water, increase your calcium, and make sure your fruit is pollinated. If you could control that three things, you're not gonna have no problem for the rest of the season. You're gonna enjoy non-stop production. Harvest these squash about 6 inches is perfectly fine. You want to harvest them before they start getting all these bumps right there. That's just when the texture is getting really hard and it's gonna be more hard to cook, and you're losing some of the flavor, and the plant is wasting time and energy. So you see, like this one, overgrown, but it's still delicious. I'm still gonna eat it. There's nothing go to waste here, baby. But once we harvest this now, our plant is gonna grow more, push more energy, and we still have more to harvest. This is another beautiful harvest we got. It's not massive, it's not small, it's just perfect enough right now. And I just made sure I call on my friend. We're gonna be doing a little drop off. He loves to grill the peppers, so we're gonna make some grilled peppers. But we're always blessed and grateful to get a harvest. Mine is water problem right now because we've been dealing with low temperature in the night and in the morning, and then it came out like 80 something today. Basically stressing my plant out to the max. Check in the description box. I'm gonna write everything down in details, and you guys can go ahead and check out some of the products too. All right, if you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe for upcoming videos. And